Manifest. Yeah. Welcome to the service. Welcome to the service, everybody. Got a very powerful program for you today. We're going to really recharge this 2023. Get it started right. Get it popping right. It's going to be good. We got powerful meditation. Like I said, I tested out our opening sermon at a couple of stand-up comedy shows, and it's did well there. So if you don't think it's funny, that's your fault. Okay, but that's fine. That's fine. So hopefully that'll raise the vibration a little bit, and then we'll do a guided journey into the heart. Basically, this is my loving kindness class. My name is Amish Patel. Let me manifest some slides for y'all, just so you know what we're dealing with. Teaching slide number 1, manifest. Wow, I'm getting good at that. That's getting real smooth. Increase size, manifest. Wow. Okay, great. So, and let's just increase the size of the slide. I don't know why we need to have a picture of me. I'm right here, right? Let's just move that picture out. That's fine. But the way this class works is it's a loving kindness class. It's the Buddha's most powerful technique. And I actually studied Buddhism at Harvard X Online University. It was a $50 course. Honestly, it's a free class, and then for $50 they give you a certificate. So there it is. And God is great. Then I studied a lot of Udemy, Baptiste Institute, incredible teachings there. I still got to take the test, but I finished level 1. So that's very good, yoga teacher training. And then I'm like a TV writer too, and that actually is very much related, and we'll talk about that in a second. But on manifest teaching slide number 2. Couple of things I do want to tell you guys about. I know there's some new people here, so I should be clear about this, because we don't want to scare off any atheists, and we don't want to scare off anyone who's in another religion, and then you're like, oh, my God's going to get mad at me. I can't learn these Hindu teachings. You know, some people might feel like that. But don't worry. This loving kindness is actually a department in every religion. So you're good. And then if you're atheist, you also don't need to worry, because the great Baba Sam Harish is also teaching loving kindness. I'm talking about Sam Harris, famous atheist. I think I have some pictures of him in the opening thing. Hold on, manifest opening credits. Here we go. No. Demanifest teaching slide. There we go. And forward in the manifestation, 1 minute to the Baba Sam Harish. There we go. Here we go. Yeah. No. Yeah. This is Sam Harris. Baba Sam Harish. He teaches, and I'm a student of his too, on his app, the Waking Up app. And his first class is a Vedanta class, it's a Hindu meditation. We're going to do that meditation too, and then another technique called loving kindness. And what loving kindness is, real quick, on manifest graphics, thank you. What loving kindness is, it is literally a system of practicing a genuine feeling of loving kindness. So you might have heard prayers like, may you be happy, may you be joyful, may you be free from suffering. These are some of the teachings, you know what I mean? It's not all fire and brimstone. It's very sweet and kind, and wishing others love, and more importantly, wishing yourself love. 2,000-year-old technique, you know, when most people were doing stuff that's like, you should whip yourself. There's religions that they whip themselves because they want to suffer. I love God. There's people who do that. Loving kindness, you actually internally say, I love you. You're doing great. You are doing your best, and you deserve love, and you are loved. Genuinely wishing it, though. Even one of the techniques we often employ here is we like to pull up pictures of dogs being very cute, and that's official technique too. I'm going to pull up one. Actually, we got something from April this week, from our my dearest congregation. April, thank you, I appreciate this. But April sent a cute little photo, and I'm going to pull it up just to practice our teaching. Because, and like I said, this is official technique, goes back, 2,500 years to the Buddha. And according to the technique, like, you're supposed to picture dog. I mean, it seems ridiculous, and that's why I'm explaining to you like this. Like, it seems crazy. Like, you're going to picture a dog. That's your technique. A lot of people would say, you can't just picture dogs. It's not going to get you anywhere. But according to the Buddha, it's the most powerful technique. Because from there, when you generate that genuine feeling of love, that love is like the energy that's powering the whole universe. So, and then you're basically kind of bringing it in with meditation. Yeah, that is the kind of the nicer side. Everyone sells like this boring side of meditation, but that's exciting. That should give you a little flutter in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Hold on. Let me share one video with y'all. Oh wait, we gotta. Sovereign Being says, how do we get a copy of this recording? May have to head out early. Sovereign Being, thanks for coming. You are loved. Yeah, I'm going to be posting these. I got to post a Christmas episode, and then this one I'll be posting it on the Patreon. So it'll be in the next email. You'll get a link for that. Let me share something with you. Something nice from April in our congregation. So I think you guys can all see this. Let's take a look at it. Oh, that's a lot, right? Should have created like a little flutter in your heart. That's kind of the object of our meditation. Is that a dog back there? I can't tell. Is that like a dog? No, that's another cat. Okay, cool. April, I feel like you sent me like across an interracial one recently. Okay, well, hey. That one's great. Did you know that panda cuddler is a job? Okay, here we go. This is very powerful too. But like this is very relevant to the class. Like it's someone's job to hug the panda. The panda might just be depressed and they don't want to keep going, and people are professionally hired to love them, because as people who are alive, we do need love. You know, it is like babies will die without it. There is a suicide crisis too, though, in regular adult humanity too. But babies, people know that if they don't get that loving touch, if they don't get that whatever, they will die. So that's why it is, even though it looks like kind of like a whatever technique, it's actually the most powerful technique of the Buddha. And that's what we're going to be learning today. I did want to tell you a quick story about this guy. And it is a beautiful teaching too. But this guy I know, he owned a restaurant in Scarborough in the Toronto area. Beautiful, great guy, and really a master of these teachings. And he, I remember, he was so powerful in his business that he was the Samosa King. He called himself the Samosa King. I think his full name of the restaurant was AAA Samosa King Sweets Palace and Tandoori Hut. It was a palace and a hut. That's fine though, because a lot of times when the names are wacky like that, that's the best food. And cheap food. He had like a $4.99 thing. Like, he was all about the deals. He was the Samosa King because he was undercutting everyone. He was doing 6 samosas for $1. Aggressive in the market. Very aggressive in the market. Plus catering. Anyway, great guy. One of the sweetest people you'll ever meet. And I remember if you go to the back, my parents owned a catering company out here, and I would deliver some sweets to him. So I'd go to do the delivery, and in the back, he has every luxury SUV. That's how much abundance he has. I'd go to see him, and there'd be like another one. He'd be like, Amish, Porsche Cayenne, you want to drive? And he'd tell me he'd be like, drive it. He would insist that I drive it. He's like, no, drive it. He wanted me to get a sense of abundance. That's what it was. That's what it was. And I thought that's why it's such a powerful story to tell you, especially on the first day of 2023. We got to have this kind of hustle, people. I mean, I'm not saying you have to go after materialism, though. He wasn't materialistic, and you'll find out in a second. So he had, like I said, every luxury SUV. One thing he did that I thought was a kind of a cop-out. You know what's weird, too? He had, like the double ones, too. Like, he had the Jeep, the G-Wagon Mercedes Jeep. Fair enough. That actually made sense to me. But then sometimes, like, he had the Lincoln Navigator and the Cadillac Escalade. It's the same. It's literally just a knockoff of the other car. You don't need both of those. There's a GMC Yukon and a Chevrolet Denali. Literally the same car. He has both. And every time I see him, he's like, look, I got another one. And you know what he said? He's like, for the kids. For the kids. Kids need it. Safety. For kids. That's what he would say. Which is fine, I think, right? But I remember one time, that's not even the thing I want to tell you about. One time, though, I saw him. Really sweet always. When he brings it up, never cocky about it, never like, I take the market, I'm the king. I mean, the name of the restaurant is Samosa King, but he never says like, I'm the king, don't mess with me, I got all the thing. He never does that. He was a really sweet man, and he would never say something like that or be rude to people, but really, really sweet guy. And I remember one time I was like, hey man, you're killing it. That's great. You got every single SUV. You're killing it. That's fantastic. And that's the only time he ever got mad at me. Never gets mad. He got mad at me because I said he's killing it. He never gets mad though. Even if people yell at him as a restaurant owner, he's the kind of guy that's like, okay, we fix it. Okay, no problem. Okay, you come. I give you, like, never any complaint. He just fixes it. He never even fights back. He never, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Really sweet guy, really great guy, right? But the only time he ever got mad is I was like, hey man, you got all these SUVs. You're killing it, dude. You get in the same car and you got both of them. You're doing great. Right? And you know what he would say to me? He'd get mad. He would say, what I did. He'd say, what I did. God make it. That was his thing. He was like, Toad, how dare you say that I made these, that I made the money. I didn't make nothing. God made it. God make it. That was how he said it. God make it. And, you know, it seems silly because it's like he's working his ass off all the time. But let's do a little love math over here. I'll show you a little something here. Oh, God. What do we got? Where's the eraser? Oh, no. Okay, hold on. Move camera. Manifest camera. Move and slide me. Wow, that's good. Great work, guys. Increase manifestation. Boom. Okay, cool. Sick. All right. So, yeah. Hold on. Let me. Oh, God. That was from our Christmas class. I'll make sure you guys get that in the next email. That little chart there, that's from the Christmas class. Oh, God. Now, this is why you got to give to the Patreon. It's patreon.com/wakebakemad. I'll put a link. Don't worry. You know, we got to... It should be assistance, probably. I'm just kidding. It's fun. Okay, so God make it... Really, he's saying, God make it. But this is a... What does God make it mean? What he's describing is karma yoga. This is the highest technique of meditation, karma yoga. It's basically when the meditation becomes so powerful that your whole life is a meditation and you're operating at a higher efficiency and then you're just killing it. Yeah, flow state, permanent flow state. He's not doing it. When he says God make it, what he means is that he has let go and let God, and now his body is just a vessel for God. It's just channeling it, and that's what meditation tries to help you do. Because, and let's bring up a couple of teaching slides, and we're going to go into the journey in a second, but yeah, karma yoga, when you say God make it, and that is kind of our goal for us too. We want to almost surrender our mind. It's like, you could say this is like a process of meditation, is like surrendering your mind so that God can take over. That's what it is. And I know I hate to use the theological language. I know listen, I'm atheist too. I'm big Sam Harris fan. Big Sam Harris fan, but famous atheist. But that's basically what they're teaching. Now, you don't have to call it God. You can call it whatever you want. You can call it source energy. But it is like the energy that's making you alive. So it is in there. You can feel it. It's there. And it is a great mystery. So maybe it is a God make it. We really don't know. It is a great mystery. But let me show you a couple more teaching slides. Manifest slide number 3. Okay, that's a weird way to manifest it. No. Oh, perfect. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? That's enough. Get out of here. You're done. So this is another chart that I want to show you guys. And basically the way this works, raise slide, manifest. No, not raise me, people. Raise the slide. Raise slide, manifest. Thank you. Oh my God. Yeah, donate to the Patreon, please, guys. I mean, honestly, this team, it's a crack team. I'm just kidding. Loving kindness. You're doing great. You're doing great. Doing great. So basically we come in and what happens is at the beginning of meditation, or even just day to day in your life, you're operating. Like there's set points, but then every day you just have to go up and down. And according to the loving kindness teachings, basically you are this, all of us are this, and then we're coming down into this life. It is a video game where the whole game is you forget that you're God so that you can remember that you're God again and just go back up. And it's not a literal, like, you don't say I am God, but you're just in a flow state. You're in a good mood. So if something bad is happening, you are powerful. You will do like a karma yoga. Your body will become a vessel and you will do karma yoga in the right situations. When you're in flow, that's the flow. And it is like water. It's supposed to be like water. You are supposed to be like water in this life, just dancing, flowing and dancing around. The water is very free. It's not rigid. It flows. But it can crash, but it flows. And that's what you want to be, the flow state. It is no-minded. It's very, it's almost like the source energy is flowing into you, and then you're doing God's work. Getting all your karmas done joyfully, lovingly, like the Samosa King. Just like the Samosa King. 6 locations. And the catering is the real business even. The restaurants he's doing just to be righteous. Because most people who run restaurants are like, why am I even doing a restaurant? It's so much work. Just do the catering. Catering, it's not easier, but it's like it lowers your overhead. It's kind of more chill. And then you don't, one customer comes in and it's, it's hard, it's a tough market. The Indian market's tough. They'll fight over everything. I'll tell you, man. My parents own a catering company. I'm telling you. People put 1-star reviews. They don't even make sense sometimes. The 1-star review doesn't even, they'll lie in it. They'll straight up lie in it. And then these guys have to call and be like, okay, what can we do? And, you got to karma yoga your way out of that. Do some extra. They're basically saying, do more karmas for me. And I don't want to pay for it. It happens all the time. But yeah, like I think he has 6 locations. Samosa King, Scarborough, great place. But that's the goal though, is to slowly raise your set point, but then also have experiences of like awakening, like and they call them mystical experiences, where you just realize you're one with everything. But it's not always like, you don't always have the words for it like that. Sometimes it might just be when you're dancing though. The Sufis say when you're dancing, that's God coming in. That's God. They actually think that like God is not even a person. It's like the feeling you get when you hear a good piece of music. That's God. When you're picturing a puppy, when you see the dog and you're just say, there's a burst of love in your heart. Oh my God, so cute. Oh my God, you're so cute. When you do that, what is it? Sorry, guys. Another reason to, support the Patreon. I'm just kidding. Don't worry. Just be here. It's okay. There'll be time for that. There'll be time for all these things. But right now, yeah, we're going on a mission into the heart. So what we want to do is we almost want to just wake up in the mind and see where you're at right now. See if you can find a set point for yourself and see if, just watch yourself. That's going to kind of be where we start. Yeah, I want to start it off almost like inside the head. Like we close our eyes. We're all going to open our eyes inside of our brains as like the operator. You know what I'm saying? Really visualize that. You're like the operator. Then we're going to go to Habibi's. We're going to get you a pet dog. And that dog's going to be our power source. So make sure they're really cute. You can start thinking about who that's going to be. They're going to be really cute. And then when we're here, what's going to happen is we're going to get the dog. And then at some point, I want you to imagine that you're going to take the dog. The dog's on like a never-ending leash, and just chuck it up. Just chuck it up, and the dog is going to go up here, and it's going to run around, and it'll pull you in. So that's going to be the first part. I'll guide it after that. Okay, slide 3 on manifest. Manifest, slide 4, manifest. No, unmanifest this slide. They're getting it's a new year. We're figuring it out. Slide 5, manifest. Here we go. So this is another thing I wanted to just show you guys, that when you watch an earthly mission, earth mission, you got your guns, you got your plotting, and you got your scheming, really. But what we're doing is we're going on a mission of love. And it really is more like a Care Bear kind of thing. I mean, this is actually a great representation of how the Buddhists taught us to do this. The original Buddhists taught us to do it like this, I would say. very close to this. Yeah, yeah. They wanted to. The practices were of visualizing people that give you, because it has to be a genuine feeling of love. You know what I'm saying? These old prayers, if you say, may you be happy, may you be joyful, may you be free from suffering, it could get boring. You know, if it's not, it's better to imagine and visual. Imagining and visualizing is actually a better way to do it, I think. But you know, we'll do the prayers, official prayers, so don't worry about that. Okay, slide 6. Unmanifest. No, unmanifest. Demanifest. Holy man. Slide 6. Manifest. Okay, cool. This one we've been doing for a couple weeks now. This is, you know, I do want you to almost think of it like this, because it is like a space mission, like I was saying off the top, right? So when you wake up inside of your brain, we're mostly going to be operating internally, but we will just run out to Habibis. Habibis is where we get the orphan dogs. We'll go to the Habibis, get the dogs, come back, and we do eventually want to end up in the heart, you know, but try to see your body like this. And there's a great quote by Rumi. It says, you are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. Yeah, that's correct. That's factually correct. According to the loving kindness teachings, there is like a whole universe inside of you. There's trillions, I think it's trillions of life forms in you. Yeah. And it's like 70% water, which is interesting too. I guess the water is like, there's universes inside of each, like each atom, I think is, you know. Slide 6, unmanifest. Even my own digital ashram. We're here at my digital ashram right now, and it's located on an electron cloud. It's a great spot. You guys, we'll do it. We'll do a retreat. We'll do a retreat down the road. But right now, I think it's time to get started in the meditation. I think I've told you enough. It's 9:24, so we must commence in meditation. Let me just start some music, and I'll guide you through a little vision, a little journey. Hold on a second. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, so just... eyes closed. And just have like a nice deep relaxation. No, I want this other song. I got some good music for missions. Okay, share it, and okay, eyes closed, and just start relaxing. And open your eyes inside of your brain. And imagine there's like a whole control panel in you, and you can see your breathing. You can just see your lungs in real time on a screen, and just watch yourself breathing. Just watching it should make it relax. But at the same time, you are alive. And so imagine you can just kind of float around in here. So float out of this main room. And as you're leaving, imagine you're leaving the brain office, and just... you can see all the people who work for you just kind of saying, hey, Bhagwan's here. So just kind of like fly past them, but receive their love. And we're going to fly right out of the head and to a place called Habibis to get a Habibi for ourselves. And we're flying up to the location.
Welcome to Habibis.
Thanks. There's a sliding door. You go inside, and it's just a giant room full of very cute orphan animals. And they're very excited to see you. They're jumping up and down. And there can be pandas there. There can be whatever you want. Just imagine animals that generate a high feeling of love in your heart. And you can imagine their love coming to you and your love is going back to them. So just feel that. And imagine there's one little cutie baby that's very excited to see you. They're so excited that they're jumping and they're dancing. And it's love at first sight. And maybe they're so excited that they pee a little bit. And that's a compliment. So just go towards each other and feel just how loving they are towards you. And on the in-breath, receive their love. Imagine they're dancing. So on the in-breath, you can say, dancing for me. And on the out-breath, you can say, wow, great dancing. It's a good dance. In-breath, receive it. Out-breath, appreciate it. And see if you can just breathe in and out of your heart. Whatever that means, I mean, you can feel it. You can feel the tingles. So you're breathing in tingles into the heart. When you see animals like this and you just say, "Oh my God, that's so cute," there's a burst. Automatic, effortless, instantaneous. Breathe in and out of that feeling. Feel that feeling and then breathe in and out of that. And imagine they want to leave with you. And they're asking you if they can go on a trip with you through their energy. They're asking and they're so worried, but just assure them that, yes, of course, I will take you. You are my Habibi. They really need you right now. So imagine they're saying thank you so much. And you're say, Habibi, for you, all is possible for you, baby. And so just start playing with them. And there's no leashing, no leashes, but just imagine there's like an energetic bond that's going to hold the two of you together. So just feel that between the two of you. Just feeling this is actually healing your body, healing your sicknesses. Yep. Oxytocin, serotonin is being released. In the regular world, you have to do things to be happy, but in loving kindness, you do nothing and the happiness comes. It's for nothing, for imagining. So imagine now that you're energetically tied together, the Habibi, just communicate with your Habibi through the energy that like, hey, we're going to go to the top, right, baby? We're going to go to the top. Let's go to the top. Let's go talk to God. You want to talk to God? And then they're like, yeah. So throw them up and feel them just running and pulling you along. So it just should feel like you're floating straight up. You're rising higher and higher. And you can see them, they're so excited. They're running so hard. They're running up to God. And just feel your body getting lighter and lighter. Feel all your body sensations. You're just going upwards. Getting lighter and lighter. And imagine you reach the top level and it's like a cloud up here. People are, and the Buddha's here, the angels are here. And nobody talks. It's all energy communications. So even up here, these most powerful people are giving you loving kindness, and you receive it and give them back a loving kindness. Just walk through, and everyone says, they don't say it, but through the energy, they say loving kindness, loving kindness. So on every in breath, you can imagine in breath, loving kindness. Out breath, loving kindness. In breath, loving kindness. Out breath, loving kindness. And imagine everyone's just come to see you. And they think you're cute, and they think your dog is so cute, or your Habibi. And they're very impressed with you that in these hard times on earth that you've taken time to do loving kindness. So imagine They even get in a circle around you. They say, wow, you are practicing loving kindness? It's like when a kid does something really smart and everyone's like, wow, you're only 15? But these people are saying, you're on earth and you're doing loving kindness? You will become so powerful. For most people, it is too advanced. They're thinking, they're energetically giving you that feeling. The Hindus say we're living through Kali Yuga, which is the hardest time to understand love. Then we're maximum in the ego right now, and we're least capable. We're most easily able to forget love right now. So they're very impressed with you. So feel that energy coming in. And on the out breath, you can just stay with the loving kindness. Now, they're going to give you a direct portal to your heart. Basically, this is one of the things that we can do here. Is we can get to a back door that goes straight to your heart. So imagine one of them are leading you there. We're going to a back entrance to the heart. So you should feel like very like wavy in the heart. It's very light. So yeah, just imagine you're approaching this heart. It's a imagine your heart is like a double-sided chamber, and on one side you can lay back. So one side, this energy is coming in, this life energy, and on the other in the other way, it's like powering your life. It's powering your mind-body system. So get inside of there and lay back inside the heart. You're inside your own heart right now. So imagine from behind you, there's like, you can feel the energy particles coming up to hug. So feel that all across your back. So feel those particles behind you. Just by feeling them, you'll notice that they relax. And in front of you, I want you to imagine like there's a something that you want to stop doing, something that you keep doing, but you want to stop doing it. Just pick one thing. And just imagine this thing is taking like a certain amount of your energy. There's energy coming in. You got 1,000 kilojoules of love coming in. And this one behavior, it's sucking out, we're talking like maybe 5%. It's just going into this thing. Rumi says that you're not seeking for love, but you're searching for just removing all the blocks you've made against love. So there's full energies coming in, and this is like a little love blocker, you could say. And so just watch that program. It's like a Netflix screen of all the things you're doing in your life, and just click on that one, and it starts. And it's like a 3D simulation in front of you. You can watch yourself doing it. And just by watching, you can release it. Just with your awareness of it. So whatever this bad habit is, imagine yourself craving it. And see if you can feel that craving right now. Just try to feel the craving. Watch it and then feel it. And then go to the next step of doing the thing. So watch yourself doing the thing that you want to stop doing. And then feel what you get from it. So if it's a drunkenness, feel drunk. If you're getting high, then get high. Feel it. See if you can get the full experience of it. If you can do that, that alone is like $1 million value. I'm basically giving you, this could be, you could just learn how to give yourself drugs. Well, if you develop it, that's basically what happens. Yes, correct. So just feel it. And then next, feel the hangover from it. The sadness you get. Feel that part now too. And then see how it's like a cycle where you start craving it again. So it's like you are craving it, then you do it, and it's joyful, then there's a hangover. And almost from the hangover, the sadness creates the need for it again. It's an endless cycle. And we must break it. You can feel all kinds of somatic releases when you're doing this. Sometimes people cry, but sometimes you can just feel some certain muscles loosen up. And just realize in this moment that this thing doesn't really give you anything. It creates the craving, and then it creates a cycle of wanting this craving again, but it doesn't. Whatever it's giving you, you've created it yourself. You don't need to engage in this activity. And when you look back and see the whole process of it, you can see that it's a waste, and it's not giving you anything. It's creating suffering. So just watch it. And then go back to the craving of it. Feel yourself craving this thing. What it's like, what you do in your body. And then I want you to imagine I'm going to go in there and I'm just going to remove it. When I snap my fingers, it's going to remove the thing that you're craving and replace it with taxes. So now feel the same craving towards taxes. Now go back and crave the thing. Okay, now put back the thing you were craving. So just feel the real craving, how it pulls your energy. Because the craving is the pulling of your energy. And then again, when I snap, it will be taxes. And you can even make the wish, I love my taxes. I love all my karmas equal. And then go back to craving the original thing. And again, feel the full craving in your body. How it feels when it overcomes you. And then again, when I snap my fingers, replace it with something that you're procrastinating, but you're not doing it. Like taxes. And just imagine it's January 4th and you've done your taxes now. You already did your taxes. And someone says, you did your taxes? And you say, yes, it was joyful. And just feel that last energy pulling out of you. You're losing interest in this thing. It's 9:52. We're going to do the last meditation for 10 minutes. We probably won't go over too much. But we should be done around 10:05, 10:10. You can imagine how powerful you'll be if you're not craving this thing. The Buddha basically says that all suffering comes from desire, from these kinds of cravings. It is the root of all suffering. The Buddha's first noble truth is that life is suffering, and the second one is that these cravings create all the suffering, these desires, these wantings. Okay. And now I'm going to play our second last song. And in this song, I want you to see the last little bit of energy that's being pulled into this thing. And then when you hear the splash, imagine you're going to you fall back into the source energy that's behind you. You'll hear the splash. But just imagine the last little bit of energy that you're going to expend on this thing. It is releasing. It's almost finished. It's barely holding on to you, but it's almost finished. Just relax even more. And just get ready to surrender it. Just release it. And it is released. Now imagine we're all in this source energy together. We got 13 people in the Sangha today. And just remember that this is silent. There's no thinking. Just feeling. And you can be curious about it. You can even ask yourself the question, what is this energy that makes me alive? It is loving kindness. So just feel it. See if you can melt into it, actually. That's what you want to do, is melt into the... Melt into the source energy. And it's deeply relaxing. And imagine you can feel it kind of going in and out of you. Feeling is healing. It's a healing energy. No thinking, just feeling. Just feel all your body sensations. You can probably feel it a lot in your hands. Try feeling it in your hands. And then feel it in the wrists, forearms. And as you feel it, it's automatically relaxing. Feeling is releasing. Elbows, upper arms, shoulders, neck, and then just work your way down the torso, chest, back, organs, genitals, buttocks, thighs, knees, calves, feet, it's almost like a mist on a street, on the streets of your body. Your body's like a street, and there's a mist rolling in, filling it up. And let it keep building. More and more mist. Imagine more, every in-breath is more mist in. And then the out-breath, there's no mist going out. It's just circulating more. It's like in-breath, new mist coming in. And on the out-breath, the mist is actually breaking down into even more mist. Breathe into your head, the body sensations in your head. Get it very dense in there. Feel it in the forehead, eyes, nose, relax all the muscles, jaw, ears. And just melt into it. And I'm going to pull one Rumi card and we're going to end this meditation. It's 10 o'clock right now exactly. But we're just about done. I'm going to pull one Rumi card and just listen to it. These are like good pointers. Okay, I picked card number 14, Let Love Transform. And just listening to this will create so much joy in the heart. 14, Let Love Transform. The spring of love arrives to transform the dust into a garden. The call is heard from the heavens to bid the wings of a soul to fly. The sea becomes filled with pearls. The dry land receives the water of life. The stone becomes a ruby, and the body becomes all soul. Rumi. That's the poem. But I'm going to read the description of it. It's very powerful. Love is my medicine, intelligent medicine. It takes death and makes it a passageway into greater life. Sorry, I'm going to turn this down a bit. I'm going to start again. Love is my medicine, intelligent medicine. It takes death and makes it a passageway into greater life. What genius is this? A genius that will render anything and everything as a pathway to life. I have found a bench upon which we may be seated. Nay, not a bench, a love seat. It is carved of precious ruby. It sits under the gentle shade of an ancient tree that thrives in love's garden. Come sit with me, beloved, as we let the whispers of the great beloved penetrate our hollowed ears, carried upon the sweet afternoon breeze. Wow. It's very nice. As the sun begins to set, the colors become vibrant. Even if we are deaf to the beloved's tender whispers, we shall not be blind. We shall be captured by the vivid display of the beloved's artistry and be transported into peace. Okay, there's more. This oracle comes to you as a living spiritual gift. Whether you realize it or not, you have triumphed. You have blossomed, succeeded, cast aside that which was unworthy, and taken up love's way. How much delight there is from all those that walk this way of love, of life, to find another precious companion in their midst. You are welcomed into this world where love finds a way. There is nothing impossible for love. It is not bound by the mind, and because of this, all manner of miraculous grace works through it in endless creative variety. The great beloved is a show-off, creating with such genius as to be breathtaking. We were able to remain always in the heart. Were we able to remain always in the heart, we would be constantly breathless, in a fit of appreciation and awe so great, truly, there would not be even a slither of emptiness through which fear could enter. What does this mean? It means an avenue of divine fulfillment has been found. You are being given the power for spiritual success. Your heart's yearning shall manifest itself. But you must comply according to the law of love. What does that mean exactly? Do not attach yourself to the form that your resolution and success shall take. Why would we seek to limit love's creative genius thus? No, instead, thus that it will be magnificent perfection, literally the work of great genius. Detach yourself from expectations of timing. The harvest will be at the best time when the ripeness is just right, so utterly juicy and sweet, you shall know with certainty that this was the best way. Not a moment sooner would have been perfect, nor a moment later. Absolute trust is the best way to adhere to the law of love. This gives you rather some energy to spare. Perhaps that might have otherwise been engaged in perpetuating worry or doubt. They don't, no worry and doubt. 2023, baby, we're gonna take it. We're gonna take the market. Yeah. Well, I am so happy to see that you are twiddling your divine thumbs and wondering if you are not going to worry. If you are just going to surrender and trust, then what exactly will you do with yourself? Well, of course, you can just live your life, but perhaps you may want to dance barefoot and wild with me upon the cool sand at midnight under the fullness of the harvest moon. Of course, they go back to the dancing. Sacred honoring ritual. And you can just imagine yourself doing this. You don't have to actually do this. Open your arms to the heavens and imagine sacred bounty pouring down, more than you could hold. This is a perfect place to do that. That's perfect. This is love's gift of plenty to you. Imagine whatever it is you want. Love, abundance, peace, passion, healing, purpose. Let it all descend into your body and soul just like that. When you are ready, place your hands on your heart and say, I am love's own. I am seated with my brother Rumi, who loves me unconditionally, upon the love seat in the sacred garden of the divine creator. I am blessed to fulfill my destiny, to become divinity awakened and embodied, to receive all of life with the wings of angels at my back, so I may rise with my sacred animal feet to dance with sacred delight upon this earth. And then you put your hands in a prayer, bow your head for a moment. You have finished your sacred honoring ritual. That's a Rumi oracle. What an incredible, I mean, it's beautiful. That's beautiful work. Great work, everyone. You did great. I think you can just go right to sleep. Here, let me just show you. Oh, Lawrence, you made it, Lawrence. Thanks for coming, baby. And thanks everyone for coming. I feel like a lot of people are asleep at this point, but if you're not, well, let me just show you a couple of things then. Why don't you sit tight? Sit tight, baby. I'm going to show you a couple of things. We are building a digital ashram here, a real church of loving kindness. And can you see this? Yeah, you can. I think you can see it. Yeah, this is our Patreon page. It's coming together. we're good. We got to do a bonus class for the second tier membership. I didn't notice that. So if you're already in the second one, just let me know, and we got to figure out a way to do that. But also, I'm going to be doing classes with some other groups on Meetup, so I'll let you know about that. You can come to those, and maybe that'll be our thing. But yeah, this is Canadian prices, by the way. US, this is three. That's why it says $333 USD for 3. Anyway, yeah. If you could support the ashram, that would be fantastic. We already have a bunch of patrons. Yeah, no, it's great. And hopefully we can do some more live events, stuff like that. Go back to live stuff, do more comedy bits, more sketches. I do want to up the production value here, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, you know, we gotta see those rocks. Those rocks aren't twirling themselves. I'm just kidding. They are the source energy. But yeah, no, this is the ashram that we have so far, and you know, we're always trying to spread this. If you think loving kindness is important, if you think it's important, and you think more people should be knowing about this, I know I was glad when someone told me. I was like, I didn't even know that's the system, the whole love system. Nobody told me the third option. Everyone said one God, zero God. That's it. But this loving kindness this non-duality is a third option. And if you think it's important, support the ashram. And but the best thing you can do is to keep coming every week. I appreciate you all for coming, because I do try out bits here, and then I do need to cut those bits as marketing content to bring more people in. So yeah, and then if you see any cute animal or dog videos, make sure you send those to me too. So let me just put some links in there for you. There for you. Wow, we had a sovereign being here. Yeah, there's our Patreon page, and then oh my God, I really gotta just have these links ready. You know what I'm saying? And then here's the Instagram page, and if you want to just message me on Instagram, if you see any cute cat dog videos, message that to me. Any good loving kindness teachings, message that to me. I'm always upgrading my trainings. I showed you some trainings at the beginning. I'm always upgrading my trainings. I'm taking a class with Tripura Mandala. Amazing YouTube channel, incredible class. And it's a sleep meditation class. So yeah. And then also, but on Instagram, so there's a couple of things you could do. Send me any cute dog or cat animal videos, and I'll play them here. Of course, we always give the credit. We always give the credit. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry if I just play your video and I don't give you a shout out. No way. You're gonna get the shout out. But send anything cute, anything really cute, especially if the animals are dancing. Send that to me. That'll raise the spirits. You know, if anything that you think raises the spirits, send it to me. We'll play it in the class. And so that is, if you have any questions, send them there. And yeah, tell your friends. But I think that's it. I think that's our service today. Thank you so much for coming. Have a good sleep. We're here every Sunday, 9 p.m. Come in, get your loving kindness, get the recharge. Thanks everyone for coming. Carolina Ruiz Tagle, thank you for coming. Appreciate you. Rhonda, sovereign being. You know what? You're not a meditation class if you don't have a sovereign being in the class. Am I right? Alex Wright, April, thank you. Marie Hikes, Rebecca, Teresa, Lawrence Ohms, thanks for coming. You are all loved. I think we have some new people here. So again, yeah, just send me messages on Instagram. Thank you all. And that is our class. Yeah, I'll see you next Sunday. Peace.